Hello everyone, in this video I shall tell you the dominance method of solving a game by game theory. Now when do we use dominance? If it is specifically mentioned in the problem that use dominance, then you have to use dominance. Otherwise you also use dominance for reducing the game to a 2 by 2 matrix when it is say a bigger matrix. Here as we can say it is a 4 by 5 matrix. The number of rows are 4 and the number of columns are 5. So we can reduce it to a 2 by 2 matrix and then apply the subgames method or the equal gains method or find out the saddle point. So in this case what I'll do is I'll try to reduce the matrix. Now how will I try to reduce the matrix? By using dominance. So as I've told you, this is always our maximizing player and this is always a minimizing player. So minimizing player. So this player is the maximizing player and he wants to maximize his minimum profits. So he wants to maximize his minimum profits and he wants to minimize his maximum losses. So he wants to minimize his losses. So he wants to maximize his gain. So in this case, this player would keep bigger strategies and delete the smaller ones. Bigger strategies, keep bigger strategies and delete smaller ones. And this player would keep small strategies because he wants to keep his losses small. So he would keep small losses and delete bigger ones, bigger losses. So we'll do accordingly. Okay, so from this point of view I'll compare the strategy. For example, I want to delete the strategy which is an inferior strategy, that is जिसमें profit कम है वो strategy I would delete. So 2 is less as compared to 6, 0 is less as compared to 5, 6 is less as compared to 7, 3 is less as compared to 6, 1 is less as compared to 5. So this strategy is inferior as compared to the third strategy. I can make the comparison anyway. Then another thing is, if I want to delete another strategy, I would see which strategy now. So 1 is less than 6, 3 is less than 5, 2 is less than 7, 7, 6. So this is a mixed strategy, so I cannot delete this strategy because here 7 is more than 6. I would go in for another strategy. In this case, I would go in for another strategy. I would look for another strategy column wise. So in this case, I would find out a column which is less in all respects. So say if I look at the columns, then in that case I would find out that the column which is entirely low is column number 2. 3 is less than 4, 4 is less than 6, 5 is equal to 5. So this strategy is a strategy that has less losses as compared to this strategy. So I would delete the strategy which gives me more losses. So in this case, the higher strategy would be deleted in case of column, and in case of row the lower strategy would be deleted. So now I would look at the rows again. I can look at the columns also again. So looking at the rows again, now if I compare, I would see that strategy 1, 6 is less than 1 is less than 6, 3 is less than 5, 2 is less than 7 and 7 is again greater than 6. So I cannot delete this strategy again, but I can delete strategy number 2 because 3 is less than 6, 4 is less than 5, 1 is less than 7 and 5 is less than 6. So this is a comparatively low range strategy as compared to this. So I would keep the higher strategy, I would keep the higher profit and delete the lower one as compared to any of the strategy. Now I'm left with strategy 1 and 3 here and 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So in this case, if I have a look, so 1 and 7, 6 and 6. So in this case, I would keep the lower strategy and delete the higher one because this is the low strategy in case of a minimizing player. Again, in this case, 2, 1 and 2, 6 and 7. So I would delete the bigger strategy, keep the lower strategy. So now I have reached a point where I've reached a 1, 3, 6, 5 that is, I've reached a matrix which is a 2 by 2 matrix. Again, if I compare, so 1 is less than 6, 3 is less than 5. So what I can do is I can delete the lower strategy, because row wise I have to delete the lower strategies again. And next is, amongst these two, I have to delete column wise, I delete the higher strategy and I keep the lower strategy. So in this case the value of the game is 5. So row wise you have to delete the lower strategies, column wise you have to delete the higher strategy in comparison to any of the strategies. So this is how you solve the game by dominance. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos on operations research. Thanks for now.